Welcome to the YouTube episode dedicated to everything related to vulnerability. And my name is Question Kayla, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor in Des Moines, Iowa. I know, in the middle of what people feel like nowhere, right? So I'm just here really giving this space to talk about vulnerability because I know I went through my own journey of experiencing difficulty with vulnerability. And in some ways, I think I'm always going to be recovering that and overcoming that. But I realize there's a lot of people that might be experiencing some form of vulnerability and difficulty with processing that, experiencing that, even just opening yourself up. So this is dedicated to that. And so today, the episode is called VulnerINability, right? You like what I did there? I know. It's the idea that we can't let people get close to us, right? Vulnerability can feel so scary to people in general, but people who are very protected, right? And have had a hurt related to vulnerability. Vulnerability is the most courageous thing you can do, is to let someone see the most authentic version of you. And if you have ever experienced any kind of hurt at the core, there you develop these parts of you that are like, nah, no one's coming close to that. Nah, I'm not gonna let anyone ever see me or access me. What ends up happening is when you experience vulnerability, if you're afraid of that, and you've had experiences where you've been hurt by people you trust with your most authentic self, you start to feel like anybody that wants to come close to you wants to trap you. All right, they want to hurt you. You do anything to try to keep them away. Shame comes through. Right? It's the idea that all that shame that you experience, that embarrassment, that worthlessness, that feeling not good enough, whatever that piece is, it starts to come out, and it can come out looking like you're lashing out on people. It looks like people are undeserving of you, and it keeps people at an arm's length away. And so when we are not vulnerable, we are experiencing maybe vulnerability. I know I just made the term up, but work with me here, right? And it's the idea that we can't let anyone get close because of what we fear might happen. And I'm not here to say that's an irrational belief. I'm not here to say that's an intrusive thought, like something just that keeps coming up. I'm here to say that there's probably a valid reason why that's happening. Right? I imagine at some point in life, even if it was as an infant, right? Because this stuff can go back pre-verbal, right? It's the idea that something must have happened that created a sense of needing to be protected at the core part of yourself. And the way you know that happens is when people start to get close, and it might be something as simple as like, hey, let's go and let's go get dinner together. Let's just talk. Let's just hang out, right? How was your day? It's like, whoa, don't get close. Don't talk to me. Well, I don't know if I really want this. And sometimes it's pretty outright like that. It's like, whoa, no, stay away. But sometimes it can be even subtle at the vulnerability. It can be something as simple as like, I'm okay, when you're not okay, right? It can be something as simple as like, hey, I really want to get to know you a little bit. No, I'm cool with that, but thank you though, right? Even when there's a part of you that's like, I want to grow, I want to expand myself. In some ways it could even be you just really shutting people out in the moments that you need them the most, right? It's like, I can't let people see me like this. As a Black woman, I would say I experienced that a lot. Like, I'm strong. I'm a strong Black woman. No, I don't have time for emotions. I don't have time to feel this. I don't have time to think and sit with this, right? And what ends up happening over time is that is my protection of vulnerability. It's like, what do I fear would happen if I let anyone access that? If I let any relationship access that, any connection, I worry what would happen. Right. So we think about vulnerability. I'm going to encourage you to notice your responses. Notice that protective guard that shows up. What does it say? What does it do? And what is it protecting within you? Right. Again, if you have any thoughts on this, comment it, share this, share with someone that you know, because we all know somebody that struggles with vulnerability, right? And it might come off in a certain way. So if you're somebody that's like, well, I don't know why somebody's been feeling that way towards me or responding that way, sometimes it's not always about you. It could be a protective part showing up. It's like, hey, it's not safe to be me. It's not safe to be free, right? And that can be tough. Notice those protective parts showing up for you.